Here's an AMI This Week shortcut with Chris Vallée.
During the pandemic, comedy clubs and live venues have been shuttered. So, public speaker and comedian Michael Lifshitz decided to make comedy accessible to everyone from home by turning his regular weekly comedy night in Ottawa into a global virtual event on Zoom.
If you guys want to unmute so that we can hear you laugh, that would be awesome. If not, we can at least see you smile. My name is Michael Lifshitz. I was born with a condition called multiple congenital musculoskeletal abnormalities, which is a long name for basically saying that parts of my skeletal system were not properly formed. I like to refer myself as a real life Lego man. So kind of just snap the parts together. So then I probably needed an electric wheelchair like to help me get around in the late 90s. At that time, I decided I was going to try and do something to show people what someone with a disability can do. So I lost a bet at a souvlaki dinner, and I had to do open mic comedy. So I got up and did a set, and I fell in love with it, and I've been doing comedy ever since and speaking, talking about inclusion and basically enlightening people as to what someone with a disability can do. And at the same time, hopefully inspiring some people to overcome whatever challenges they face. Because I always like to say, we all face challenges. Mine just get me better parking spots.
So how did the virtual comedy nights start? So
I started the show March 3rd, 2020. Which, if you're doing any calculations, was a brilliant time to start a live comedy show. The timing was phenomenal. So, like everyone else, we had to pivot. So we started doing shows on Zoom.
The best thing in Canada, guys, are the cookies. Man, cookies there, they are so fresh. I guess it's because in Canada, they always make them with Trudeau.
And over time, we've refined the process. We're going to have an online show, and I'm going to try to start getting a following from wherever. And with the promise, the online show is going to continue indefinitely. So I'm now committed that as long as there's people willing to watch comedy online, we will do an online show.
What have the highlights been so far?
All the shows are done in English, but it's just comics from all over the world. Joining us from New York, take it away, Eric.
Thank you very much. I'm Eric, I'm an Israeli. I speak falafel.
You're getting perspective from other countries and what's going on in other parts of the world. And if there's one, I hesitate to say nice thing about this whole mess, but one positive is I think there's something strangely beautiful in that we're all in this together, right? Whatever country you're from, we've all had to deal with our lives being interrupted, right? And it's interesting to see how different people have dealt with it and things like that.
Yeah, the pandemic has been difficult in different ways for everyone worldwide. Michael, how do you challenge perceptions of disability in your work?
I think I bring a unique perspective, right? Because it's really giving a look at life as someone with a disability, which, like I said, because of the limited number of comics doing, for lack of a better word, disabled comedy. It's interesting because I always used to keep speaking and comedy as two separate things. And then I kind of brought the comedy into the speaking, and it works a lot better because I think when you're speaking, it's just a question of focus. When I'm doing comedy, my goal is to make people laugh, and if I can deliver a message, well then bonus. Whereas when you're doing speaking, you're delivering a message, but I think being able to entertain the audience is an added value that people appreciate.